welcome in to the game. Before we get started, I want to give a huge shout out to my grandma tonight. I call her Mimar, so happy birthday, Mimar. I wish I was able to spend the day with you, but since I can't, I hope all my Qsters don't mind me serving up some 50s trivia tonight. For Mimar, she has played just about every game for a whole year and has never won. I know, so I figured I'd help her out a little, talk about some things she's a little more familiar with, and hopefully we also have some 50s fans playing tonight as well. So with that, I'm your host, Audrey. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Audrey Reed Couch, and you can follow us at The Q Trivia on all social media. But back to tonight, of course, we've got 50s trivia for you, and $25 on the line. So how do you win it? Well, there are 12 questions in the game, and you've got 13 seconds to type in your answer. If you answer correctly, you're going to move on to the next round. If you make it to the end, of course, you are going to win some fresh cash. But even if you do get eliminated, keep on playing, because for every question you get right, that is added to your leaderboard score. And we are crowning a winner tonight of the leaderboard, and that winner will be taking home $1,500. So make sure you keep playing even if you get out. And to sweeten the deal, when you give your friends your referral code to sign up for the Q, both you and your friend get a free life to use on questions 1 through 11. And we all know those lives are super helpful. So make sure to share the Q with your friends right after the show. So those are the rules. Let's get to the trivia. $25, 12 questions. Let's play. Question number 1. The jitterbug is a what? We are starting off easy. I know you all know this, especially you, Mimar. And it wasn't just popular in the 50s, but in the 80s. Does everyone know that song by Wham, Wake Me Up Before You Go Go? The song starts off by saying, do the jitterbug. So come on, if you're doing the jitterbug, what are you doing? It looks like most of you are on the money. The jitterbug is a dance. Great job, everyone. Let's keep dancing on to question number 2. In 1956, what singer was in the film Love Me Tender? This Western drama set immediately after the Cold War was this famous guy's first movie. While this film of his, he didn't receive top billing, but his great singing and acting ability go a long way toward making it a lot of fun to watch. Hopefully you've seen it. If you've seen it, then you know. This guy plays the secondary role of Clint Reno. Have you seen him in it? I know you know this guy. And we are talking about the hunk of burning love, Elvis Presley. And it looks like a lot of you did know that, and you guys are on it with your 50s trivia. Let's keep moving. Question number 3. What state had a popular theme park open in 1955? So tons of counterfeit invitations were distributed, and more than 20,000 eager guests showed up. And man, I would have been so mad if I bought a counterfeit invite, but I'd be fuming if it happened today, because those tickets are not cheap. However, back in 1955, it was only $1 for a one-day ticket. That's insane. If only that was still a thing today, I think I would be going quite a bit. So, do you know which state opened up? I think you know we're talking about Disney, but there's plenty of Disneys. And it was not in Florida, but it was Disneyland, located in California. And it looks like that knocked out some of you, but most of you are still in the game. And we are on to question number 4. American Bandstand was hosted from 1956 until its final season by whom? So this show was an iconic audio-visual time capsule encompassing 4 decades worth of dances, performances, fashions, and fads in popular music. And it saw a few changes over the years, like time slots, locations, lengths, sets, and hosts. But this particular host was the most famous. There were some of the most influential artists on the show, so it's no wonder it was popular for so many years, until 1989 to be exact. Hosted the show till its very end. It was Dick Clark. Great job, Qsters. It looks like that didn't trip up too many of you. And we are on to the next one. Question number 5, and it is fill in the blank. So Joe Turner sings blank, rattle, and roll. So we're looking for you to finish the name of this song here. What goes in that first blank, right before rattle and roll? Well, Elvis Presley also recorded this song, although Joe Turner was the original one to record it. It's not so popular today, but back in its prime, it was very popular. If you haven't heard it before, maybe just think of a word that might fit with those 2 words, rattle and roll. I mean, if I didn't know the answer, I would for sure say rock, because the R's, rock, rattle, roll, that sounds good to me. But alas, it's a little trickier. We are looking for the word shake. So it was shake, rattle, and roll. And it looks like a few of you agreed with me that rock made sense, but that was not the answer, unfortunately. But we are more than halfway through the game now. Question number 6. What war began in 1950 and ended in 1953? This one goes out to all my people who paid attention in history class, but don't feel bad if you don't know it. I didn't pay attention in history class either, so I am right there with you. I wish that I had, but they haven't invented time machines yet, so I'm stuck with my little history knowledge. But honestly, if we could time travel, would I really use it to go back in time and pay attention in class? No. Anyway, let's get back to the question. How many of you know this one? After this, we are into the second half, and we are talking about the Korean War. It looks like we've got some history buffs in the house tonight. Next up, let's see how much you know about cars. For question number 7, what was the brand of the first Japanese car sold in the U.S.? So we're looking for the brand of car here. So think Mercedes, BMW, Chevrolet, although none of those are the correct answer. So there's a hint for you. Don't say any of those that I mentioned. And maybe some of you own one of these cars. One of their cars is still one of the top selling automobiles of all time, and that would be the Corolla. And that must have given it away, since you all surely know what brand a Corolla is. Duh. It is a Toyota, and it looks like that knocked out quite a few of you, but a lot of you are still on the path to the cash. We are almost there. Question number 8. Marilyn Monroe's second husband played what sport? So she had 3 husbands, and we are talking specifically about the second one. He had a 13-year career in the great state of New York for this sport. And there are so many sports, so do you know it, or are you just taking a wild guess? I am super curious to know if Mimar has made it this far. I guess I'll just have to give her a call after the show and see how she did. And I can let you all know tomorrow how she did. But how many of you know this one? If you said baseball, then you are heading straight for the money. Great job, everyone. We are almost to double digits. Question number 9 is up next. And we want to know, what disease vaccine was proven effective in 1953? So get this right and you are in the double digits. Whew, we are so close to the end, and hopefully we have a few winners tonight, and hopefully we get a vaccine for COVID-19 here soon as well. We have lots of many intelligent people working on it, so I know we will be able to beat this soon enough. But back in 1953, what disease did they get an effective vaccine for? President Roosevelt was diagnosed with this disease, and we are talking about polio. Great job, everyone. We are now officially in double digits. Keep it up, you guys. Question number 10. What famous Toy Story character was distributed by Hasbro in 1952? This may be our toughest question yet, but I guess we will find out soon enough. Indeed, we are looking for a character from Toy Story, which, yeah, I know it was not a movie from the 50s, but many of the toys that were in the movie were real toys that you could buy. So which one came out in 1952? It could be Barbie, Slinky, Ken, Bo Peep, Mr. Potato Head, Woody, which was based off the Howdy Doody doll. Take your best guess. And this did knock out a few of you. The answer here is Mr. Potato Head. That one was a little trickier, but we are almost to the end, so of course they're going to get trickier. For the next one, question number 11, the semifinal round, we want to know, what socks were popularized in the 50s? I guess they are still worn today by some, but definitely not as popular as they were back in the day. Most people nowadays wear socks you can barely see, where these were a fashion statement. They came just above the ankle and you would fold them down. Some had ruffles on them, which I think is pretty cute. And they had a name. The name they gave them is also a name for a person. So maybe you are one of these people with this name, or you know someone with this name. And these socks are called Bobby socks. All right, I know Mimar knew that one. She loved those socks. Okay, you guys, we are at the final question of the night. Who will be taking home cash? Let's find out. What was the president from 1953 to 1961's wife's name? Okay, so first, you gotta know who was the president during that time. So do you know who it was? And then once you know that, you gotta know who his wife was, the First Lady. So this president was from the Republican Party, and he was our 34th president. Who are we talking about? We are talking about Eisenhower. What was his wife's name? For the win and the cash prize, her name is Mamie. So congratulations, it looks like we do have some winners tonight. I hope you enjoyed the game, and if you didn't win that time, we will meet you right back here in about an hour, a little over an hour, for another game and another chance to win some cash. So make sure you tune in. Thank you so much for playing. Have a great night, and we will see you later.